Today's video is going to be about how to drive in traffic. Let's get into it. Ride as if everyone is actively trying to kill you. So look at everything. See everyone. You're expecting people to pull out in front of you. You're expecting people to slam the brakes on you. You're expecting people to tailgate you. Every decision that you make is so that you can be seen. So when you're driving in traffic, this is the spot where I am. This is generally where I sit, because that means that I can maneuver this way, or if there's a car that is coming out, I can maneuver this way. So if you're generally in traffic, if you're sitting smack in the middle of your lane, then you've got more options. Basically you've got that option, but you do need to be moving constantly and choosing the correct position for so that the drivers can actually see where you are. That right there, that's the side of a car. If you see the side of a car at an intersection like there, they are wanting to pull out. So be prepared. Look at where they're going, look at their eyes, make eye contact with them. Parked cars like this, don't be right up next to them, because they might open the door on you. So give them a little bit of space. Look for pedestrians. Ultimately, if there's a person walking across the road and you hit them and there's no zebra crossing, you're the one at fault. So anyone crossing? Nope. Always have to look in your mirrors and check out what's going on behind you, because speaking from experience, it's not nice when you get hit from behind and you're not expecting it. Even if you were expecting it, wouldn't be very nice. But just always check out what's going on in your mirrors, and then you can look for a way out. So right here I'm keeping an eye on the car behind me, and I've got a bit of a way out, so if something was to happen, I could go through there. Sit in people's blind spots. This is mostly important if there are two lanes. Two lanes go in the same direction. Don't get comfortable and just sit in your lane and expect that no one's trying to kill you, because they are. So be paying attention. Don't sit in someone's blind spot. If they hit you, ultimately, yeah, that's their fault because they ran into you, but it's your fault because you could have been in a better position where they could see you. So don't sit in people's blind spots. Ride a little bit faster or a little bit slower than the traffic is going. If you're moving, it's going to be easier for them to see you. Don't sit too close to the car in front. So if everybody is like this close to the car in front, they're limiting the amount of time they have to react. So if there are lots of cars on the road, I just give myself space, extra space to react. Queensland, Australia, lane splitting is legal, so I could pop down there. But I don't tend to. In Hervey Bay there's not too much traffic. There's not really any reason to want a lane split. I'm not in a hurry, so I don't really see a purpose for it in this particular situation. I am trying to show how to ride in traffic if I was to jump the queue, no traffic. isn't really traffic. This isn't like full-on crazy cars everywhere, but the same principles apply. You might just think you're being overcautious or whatever, but you kind of have to be, because you have to be. Now, where there's parked cars, see there's a side of car, he might not have seen me, so I pop into the far side of the lane just to make sure that he has the best chance of actually seeing me. And I always kind of roll off the throttle, just so I'm ready to put my, put the brakes on. Now here I'm sort of getting into a bad position, so I'm just going to duck into here, and then I'll be able to be seen in his mirrors, same as that guy there pulling out. Alright, I'm checking. I'm going over this side of the lane because any of these guys might be coming a little bit impatient when I jump into my lane. Alright, just eyeball those people who are coming onto the roundabout. I eyeball them because then it's like you know that they've seen you've seen them. So here you still do a quick check to make sure no one's running a red light. So there's a car coming up on my right now, so I'm just going to sort of move over a little bit. Roll off the throttle. And I want to be in this little section here just so I can be seen. But then when I come past, I'm going to get away from him again. Alright, watch my vision mirror as well. Watching this car that is not gonna want to come into my lane. Alright. Again, I want to give myself a bit of space. Stick my nose in here. Watching the cars behind. Where it's quite busy, there's a lot of cars parked on the side of the road like this. There are lots of blind spots. There are lots of people who are trying to jump out into the traffic because they can't see if they've got space. They think they have space. So this is where you kind of really need to be either on your horn, ready with your clutch and your brake ready to stop. If you're coming around a corner like this, jump into the far lane there. Just so that you can, as I said before, be in the best spot to be seen. Alright, so with lots of start and stop traffic, you really do need to give yourself a fair bit of cushion in between the car and front. So looking to see any pedestrians coming. Alright. So checking this car, he might want to keep coming or he might be parking. So I'm going to duck into that middle, into that side lane. So again, there's a perfect example of people getting out of their car, so just duck over into the far side of your lane. Whole time I'm watching the cars that are parked, looking for blinkers, looking for, reversing lights, anything like that, just so I can be aware. I'm a little bit blocked in this particular spot because I don't have a way out. See how I'm directly behind the car in front? I should have sort of gone to the left a little bit, but I'm still watching my mirrors. This guy looks like he's seen me. Roll forward a little bit. So this guy's got lights on, so I'm just being aware of what he's wanting to do. Car coming, so you don't want to sit straight right in the middle of the lane, but in the road, I should say. No pedestrians. It's actually the school holidays at the moment, so you've got to be really aware of kids on the road as well. Kids wanting to come out. So see this person here, just roll off the throttle, brakes on, ready to go. So yeah, lots of kids out and about. So yeah, when you're riding in traffic, when you're riding in general, yeah, you really just got to keep your eyes, keep your mind on the job. So unfortunately, I haven't really been able to appreciate the view or anything riding alongside the beach, but you really just can't take your eyes off the road for even a second, because in that second a car could pull out in front of you, or you know, the traffic could slow down, or you know, a kid could run across the road, or a car pull out. Like, there's just so many things, and if you've got your attention somewhere else, you're gonna miss that. You're gonna miss that you know, time that you need to be able to brake or to maneuver away. You know, so it's really important to keep your eyes on the road and be looking for those things that could possibly happen. And I think like, it'll make you a better rider. You might not ever have a crash. Like, awesome. But you know, like, you definitely want to be aware of what's going on around you. I mean, now I can relax a little bit, because you know, there's not as much traffic, there's not as many parked cars, there's not as many pedestrians. So now I can kind of cruise a little bit better. I can probably have a quick glance as to, you know, what the beach is doing and stuff. But yeah, in traffic, and I mean in Hervey Bay, that's not, you know, we don't really get traffic. Like in Brisbane, there's traffic, but the same principles apply. You know? All right, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Peace.